Yeah, a little
Yeah,
ditty for the morning. A little
yeah,
ditty.
yeah, yeah. Top of the morning, folks.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning, people.
Sabido, El Sabido.
It is. It is. It is Sabido.
Mm-hmm.
It is Saturday, March 7th,
Mm-hmm.
2026. I had to remember the year. It's
Mm-hmm.
way too fast. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, March already is crazy.
yeah, it's really crazy. I'm like, what is going on? But we in the building. This is wow. March. Wait a minute.
March, man. It's March.
No, I just thought about it. Like, wait a minute. I'm thinking February. I'm like, yeah, it's March. Like
It's
March 7th.
March. March.
March 7th. Wow. And the time goes forward tonight.
Oh, it is tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh,
The time will go forward.
good morning.
Good morning. Mm,
Big sis in the building.
almost our live studio guest in a way.
Yeah, true. Almost, I would have to say that she is.
Well, the studio guests aren't in the studio. So
Oh, got you.
yeah, so but yeah, we back in our confines, still
Yes,
getting a little cozy, still getting it right, still putting it back together. Actually, that's
right.
what's happening here. But we got it together to do the show today. That's right.
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
knew we embarked on a new situation, moving equipment around. There's a whole thing to it, but we got it done. So here we are.
I see
We,
you with your clean white background.
yeah,
Gray. Is it gray or white?
it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, we got to work on the. I got the interior decoration. People coming
Theme
in
going? Okay.
to get
You
my
got some
back.
lights. You're gonna have like some 4th of July works in the
Nah,
background type of deal, or you gonna have some Mr. Miyagi plants. What are you gonna have?
I may end up with that. I'm not sure, but I don't know what I'm gonna have. But now, because we this whole thing was crafted in a plan, and you know how it goes. I mean, we use specs, we measured and everything, but when you get into it and act with the actual stuff in the place, you're not sure. You have to make adjustments, just like anything. You have to adjust to say, okay, I think we're going to do it like this. I think we're
Right.
going to do it like that. But right now, we're equipped to perform the live stream. Got the mic over here. See, I tried to keep it out of frame so nobody because they think
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking. No,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a microphone. It's a lot. That's good. I'm comfortable up here though. Feels very good. I actually got some actual sunlight coming out of here, so I can
Nice.
see outside. Wow. Yo, it's like 1 week. This tree over here is blooming. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Because
Like,
the weather's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy because it's gonna get cold. I know it's gonna get cold at least one more time before
Mm-hmm.
before
Nah, not really.
I think
Not
we're gonna
really. You
like
think
like it's gonna be
you
something.
said 20s?
No. I
Oh.
said yeah, I mean cold like below 50. I don't mean
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. We might that'd be at night though, but we ain't outside.
yeah. So I don't mean like that ridiculousness that happened. But anyhow, here we are. We're
Yeah,
in week whatever of tax season.
yeah.
Interesting. Got a lot of ways to go today,
Mm-hmm.
just from the week's events. So I don't know where to start. I mean, it's always something.
Well, man, listen, this journey is serious business.
Yeah.
But look, I went to a leadership breakfast yesterday morning.
Oh, word.
Yeah, remember the leadership class I was in?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so they had a meet and greet panelist type of a deal at the RTP location.
Okay.
It was cool. I ended up getting to meet, my classmates and some of them anyway in person. So that was a good deal.
Yeah, that's dope.
Got to meet Brian, the owner of Next
Oh,
as
we
well.
lost you for a second. Oh,
Oh, can you hear me?
yeah. Now I got you. Now,
Okay. Yeah. Got to meet the founder of Next Gen, Brian Alvo. Nice
Mm,
guy, man. Very super nice guy. So yesterday was really about communicating up.
hmm,
That was the target topic. The target topic.
mm-hmm.
Um, and that's they had a panelist of CEOs from various organizations,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so I at least learned one word. I learned a few things, man,
What's that?
but I learned one word, one word, and it starts out with a subject line, the bluff.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a meeting with executives because first let me the room was full with a few entrepreneurs, business owners,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a lot of executive level leadership in there, right?
Mm,
So these are some
bosses.
organizations,
A lot of
bosses.
bosses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mm,
So communicating up is about management, staff to management to executive level to bosses. Communicating up
mm-hmm.
and knowing how to communicate up and how to get your message across, which transcends for everybody, even as an entrepreneur, small business owner, right? Because you're always communicating up. You're actually communicating to the person that can pull the trigger to get so you can get new business, right? So you're always communicating up in that regard, right? Depending on your business model. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's one word that was pretty cool. It's bluff.
Mm-hmm. What does it stand for?
Bluff. I was like bluff, like when they were talking about when you're trying to communicate and you send it what you call it a pre-read email with context before the meeting, so that the person gets the context of the meeting, so to save on meeting time and to actually move the needle in the meeting. You want to put bluff, uh, and that's applied to certain situations. So bluff is bottom line up front.
Oh, wow. You got to put that. So, I mean, well, that could be. Yeah, I get the concept though.
Yeah, it's not a go directly in. It's a sense of
Yeah.
urgency type of a deal, right?
Oh, it's
So
a
yeah,
hey,
so
I'm not gonna waste your time. Da 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 da. That's
yeah,
what it is. Yeah. It's not just like, yeah, so this what's up.
yeah. Let's go kick these rocks down the road real quick and waste some more time,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a few things that they had up in there, but it was cool, man. It was nice to engage and talk to some folks, and I
Talk about
had a
bluff.
few I had a few well beyond that, but I had a few comments and which led to conversation after the fact. Quick hour and a half deal, but it was nice.
After the fact? Or
Oh yeah, well because after I made my comment, how I am. I make a comment or I pose a question or a thought, and it has to be followed up because I didn't tickle somebody's brain.
yeah. You're messing with somebody's brain. You call it tickling. Is it you're messing with somebody's brain?
It was. I mean, it was early in the morning. I had a half a cup of coffee.
Just saying. I know what happened, so it's cool. So like, I'm just leaving. I'm just putting the good mornings. Good morning. I want to wish him well because he's recovering from back surgery, but he's up walking around already.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know,
Well, wishes to you, Greg.
yeah, but I'm saying, it was like 8 days and he's walking already. He might be jogging by the day for all I
Oh
know.
man. Oh man.
Like, whatever. But I guess is a in the early returns is the surgery was a success. So
Yeah,
that's good.
correct. Well, that's good though.
So yeah, so basically you mind warped some people in the room. That's what you're saying.
I don't.
So
I mean, I just made sense. I just made sense. I just made I guess I just added on to I added on to
Yeah.
making sense of a particular topic,
Mm-hmm.
creating a visual, if you will.
Oh no, I get it. I get it. I get it. But see, this leads to something that I was going to ask.
Yeah, shoot.
So this kind of about a general statement about things. Like when these type of events happen, I know how you look at it, but I'm curious, just in general, like what motivates people to keep going to these types of events? I wonder. Like, like I wonder, and I'm saying it from the context as at some point, you listening and not doing, can it be overkill? Because some people go to all of these events, and I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like when you're doing what you need to do. So I'm just saying, like, I wonder what the draw is to continuously go to them. I'm just curious.
Well, I think this particular one was again, it was
It was a
his market.
graduation.
His market. Well, no, his market is corporations.
Mm-hmm.
So they sign up for a program, and then once you go through the program, pay for the program, you're part of the program. So from that perspective, you kind of locked in, not locked in, but it
Yeah,
just gives you, it's more of a support hub after the fact, right?
yeah. It's a
If you will.
capstone. It's the end of the
Ye-
pro. But I was just talking
Well,
about
just in
February.
general, but I think so. You're to your point. I think certain people just like to collect information,
Okay.
and it might be, and make the information may feel good at the moment, because then it may give them a sense of they're accomplishing something by gaining this information or gaining some motivation or inspiration to go ahead and try to do something with that information. And then to your point, most times 75% of the information is no longer withheld. You know what I mean? Or even acted upon, right? So
Yeah.
there's that. The second piece is I think a lot more people are getting outside. I say the pandemic probably contributed to a lot of people wanting to be outside and
Mm-hmm.
go to as many events as possible to get the reconnection, because the opportunities are in person. You get to feel the vibe of the individuals, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so people being able to get outside and just be amongst the crowd, and to gain the information, and to hopefully gain to seal the deal on some opportunities, future opportunities, might be the other thing too, right? And so, and I think I got a third point.
Mm-hmm.
We read a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then we bounce ideas, and then we go and do something with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of people that read and then have an execution point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I get it.
so you take yourself and your notebook or your iPad, and you go take some notes and get some information, shake some hands, get some business cards, and then you get home, put that stuff on the counter, and you don't act on it. Some
Mm-hmm.
people do, some people don't. I mean, it's I just chop it up as it's the way of the world.
Mm. Okay.
Because opportunities, when you, if like for me, when I go into rooms like that, those opportunities are there. Now I don't have to take on all opportunities. I'm a pinpoint. I'm gonna be open,
Mm-hmm.
but I know what I'm looking for, and when I see that, I'm gonna grab a hold of it and go, right. And
Yeah.
so I don't have to go out there and create that, like, hey, I'm having an event, come and do, even though that's not a bad thing to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. But I'm speaking to just a larger scenario. just and also remembering how many things we have going on. You answered the question, because I think people are seeking knowledge, but not just raw knowledge, not pure. They're seeking, in order to understand, they might want to hear it from somebody else. So some people frown up on what you're saying. they'll take the information, just go stick it on their counter. And the reason they leave it there is because they don't know how to implement it. They're like, it sounded great, it was inspiring X, Y, Z, but they don't necessarily implement it. Um, I don't know if I want to say what I was about to say, but I probably
Yeah.
end up saying
I think I kind of feel your fever right now. And
it.
if it's what I think you sent me the last evening is or the evening before, I don't know the date, but it was
Yeah,
within the last 24 to 48 as a reminder.
I
I
said
think
a lot.
that's kind of where we I think that's what we,
Well, I was, but I was going to take it somewhere else. I was going to.
yeah, so yeah, don't
Okay.
just easy, bro. I
Well,
didn't
no,
talk
I
to you
wasn't. I
yesterday,
wasn't
so
going like.
easy.
No, no. What I was saying that I said I may not want to say that I'm going to say anyway.
Right.
It's like religion. Like you can go to service on Sunday
And don't do
and
nothing
you
with
can
it
walk
when you
out
walk
the
out the
door.
gates.
Yeah, you
You
know.
back outside with
You
with your
back wow.
40. You with
Yeah,
your 40.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you just smiling now. Yeah, you like, okay, so you go for an hour or two on Sunday, and then hour after that, you just, whatever. So it's like taking knowledge or inspiration or whatever and actually internalizing it and saying that. So I just say, because I mean, in a way, I'm kind of like, it's fatiguing. They're starting to look fatiguing to me, but it's a me thing. It's not nothing wrong with them. And so, of course, it leads me to be curious to say, man, are we really getting through? If we're going to be movement based, do some of these events move people? I guess we're saying they don't move them, and all of them. Some people going to take stuff and run with it, but are they moving people? Are they moving the needle? So I see. I mean, all these things. I'm saying,
it's
yeah.
everywhere. It's vast.
Now I remember what you were telling me
Oh,
not to say. Now I just remember what you were telling me. I'm not going there. I'm not going
all
there.
right.
I'm not talking about that. But it's an example. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that, like, people, these events, man. Now it's starting to be the event. It's an event and it looks good. It's a feel good feeling, but it's masked as a, I guess, productive thing. Is it inspiration? Is it like,
Whatever it is, because there's a lot of them happening everywhere, right?
mm,
So you have to be mindful and pick and choose how you're going to spend your time, right? But and
mm.
so for me, but it's prospecting that you didn't have to set up.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. I mean, you got an
Right?
alternative,
I
you know.
mean, but anybody, even not just me, I could look past myself to say that if, especially for small business owners, entrepreneurs that are really, we're in this dynamic right now in the industry. Things are happening outside in the world, the big world, the international world that's affecting us all the way down. Maybe we paying attention to it, maybe we're not, but most everybody's feeling it. So these events, you have to again be mindful of the event. What's the event? Who's the event? And use it as an opportunity to prospect and gain, get some new business. Maybe build some collaboration and partnerships that can execute, that can become opportunities for generating revenue. Because that's the name of the game, is generating revenue. And
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
you know
That's
what I'm
very.
saying? So you never know. You never know. It's always like it only take, the saying is only take one big opportunity for you to burst through and be great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you never know who knows who and who could put you in the room with who. And so for me, that's how I always look at things. Like, especially if I move to go to it, I don't go to everything by shot, by chance. I don't, you know,
Yeah,
how I
too
move. But
much.
it's certain things that go ping. I go, all right, and I'm already got it mapped out before I get there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For the most part.
Well, I mean, I'm coming from it from eventually doing those things is what I'm thinking about. Because at this point, I haven't seen any, and I'm not downplaying. I'm just saying where I am in my situation. I just haven't seen anything that I'm like, oh. But that's because the way I try to get knowledge and or leads with it, whatever, it's different. I'll take me out of this. This is not about me because you know I'm on something else. What I'm saying is that how, I'm interested in finding ones that really finding events works and really events workshops or something that are effective at getting somebody moving to the next step. Or maybe we just have to do it that way. That's maybe
Or
what I,
you or you find a pretty solid event, and when you walk in the room, you're the light in the room,
yeah. Well, that's
right?
all.
And
That's
and
all.
or you, huh?
That's
What you
all
say?
for you. That's all for you.
Nah, I mean,
Eh,
I think we all carry a light. I ain't gonna take nothing
yeah, I
away from
get
you.
that.
We all got a light. We all are part of a chain. You know what I mean? It's what you're a link to a chain, right? So what change? This is just for anybody, right? What do you want to connect to? So you can keep making the chain. You know what I mean? And make that chain longer and stronger and
Yeah.
greater to actually move to make it a movement. You know,
Hmm.
connectivity is really the key. And so, yeah, it's what's amazing, which I think we didn't really talk about, which we already know, is that information and technology is moving so fast that the moving the needle or making it a movement can easily be missed
Oh yeah, yeah. The intent
because implementation
is
is
overlooked.
but
Yeah.
implementation is actually a slow burn.
Well,
Most
yeah.
people think implementation is, oh, let me get it, do it, it should work, I don't gotta touch it. Nah, implementation is a slow burn. You might build a bridge, but you still got cracks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You
It
know what I
takes
mean?
a long time to implement things,
Yeah,
longer than it takes for you to think about them. So
yeah,
if it may not be a long time in the grand scheme of time,
right.
it take for an idea to come up and be put into fruition.
Implementation doesn't stop because you got to grow with that thing.
Yeah, because once it gets there, you want it to go somewhere else, and then you keep going.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I guess my feeling where this came from is that um, some events or some presentations or something leave that out of their presentation. So what happens sometimes is it can make people actually be discouraged because a lot of people talk about the end product. A lot of people talk about themselves and where they are now, and you know, and I think there's another level where there's a lot of introduction. Hey, you can do it, but not as many. Here's how you do it, and here's how it's going to feel while you're doing it. So it's just so it seems like it just and with our the folk our people our tribe that's out there. I feel like a lot of times it gets jammed up. They're not getting that information. They're getting surface information that you go
Well,
home
because you
with.
only got a certain amount of time to get information out anyway. People just want to get to their point. So it's all about the attention grab. That's the world we live in. It's based
Yeah,
off of attention, right? It's not like, okay, guess what? You gotta go through the ugly season. Look in
yeah,
the mirror, right? You can try and grow some hair, it's the ugly season. You know what I mean? You're trying to do this, in the business, it's the ugly season.
yeah,
And that takes patience, and that takes frustration, and that takes being uncomfortable, right? And that takes vigor, and it's just grit, and no one wants to sit in a room. Let's call it being bored.
yeah. If you say it boringly.
No, I'm just using that word, right? Yeah,
No, well,
well, no, you could put excitement behind boring things, and if it's not, if it's boring, it's like it's boring. Is like I don't want to do that activity, even though I want this result. I don't necessarily want to do that thing. Don't
Yeah,
matter how much get the popcorn and get the lights, camera, action.
yeah. Well, I'm saying that I go for me because the things that are exciting are boring, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just like, yeah. So I mean, really, the things that excite me the most, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's great. I'm celebrating somebody. Like, what this got to do with me? But that's me, That's me. Me and Petty P going through something right now, so it's okay.
Mm.
But we ain't really going through something. It's almost like it's just, but Petty P has morphed to something else. And what I'm saying is that it's understanding, and I'll go get buff right now. All right, it's Colorado in the building. What up? What up? What up? It's my
Hmm.
man right there.
What
Yo,
up?
yeah,
What up,
he's a
though? What up,
logistics. He's a
though? It
logistics
is.
man. He used that Detroit though. But what I'm saying is that this all this information, and this is really leading me back to an AI thing. Like all this information is like it's like drinking from a hose, and now the hose is like it's out of control. It's like it might rip your lips off. Like that's how much information is there. And I feel like that some of these events, this is no knock on none of the events, some of these events are still operating like it's 1990 or 2000. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Where I'm saying that you hit everything on there. That people don't want to be bored. People of that, people just they get lost in the action and all that. But yet we do so many things the same way and it's not just these events, just in the world. We do so many things the same way as we did because people are I'm not gonna say afraid, but people don't like um changing, quite frankly. And not only that, thinking about, well, maybe we could do this differently. Maybe we could present this information differently. You know what? I spent almost 2, 3 times the last 2 weeks. The statement that I've been using that puts this down. I said our service is like taking castor oil. Nobody wants it, but you need it to feel better.
What a commercial. That was kind of dope.
But it's true. And so
It
I've
is.
been I've been speaking to other past. So no one. I mean, if people did not have to do accounting or tax work, they wouldn't do it. It's fine. I'm 100% cool with that. That's not a problem because once I accepted that, I was like, oh, it allows me to know how to market it because now I know there's something underneath that could be marketed. So what I'm saying is that these plethora of things that go on, it just seems like it's just man. And a couple of things people regurgitating. I mean, misusing. It's almost like AI abuse. They misusing it. So they put together their presentations. They come off like yeah 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 yeah. It is like the adults and the peanuts. And you sitting there like, bro, come on, man. What are we doing for the people? What are we saying? I'm just saying. You know, I ain't gonna call no names. Just a couple of times where it's like, and so now I'm looking at these things, and who you got on your panel matters. So that's what I'm just saying. It matters, and because when the lights come on in the mic, you know, anybody can perform 10, 15 minutes. So, but when the lights go off, I'm just saying, there's a lot of places, man. It is, but it's all right. I'm gonna talk about AI, man. It's the thing. As I will repeat once again, AI AI speeds up knowledge. It speed. That's what it does. As I said, these are not my original words, but
Well, it speeds up execution.
No, it's starting to. But so just to think about it. So you had the internet that speeds up communication.
Yeah, and information.
Nah,
You
I
know.
mean information. No,
Yeah.
it sped up communication. You think about the internet, think about the seeds of it. It
Yeah.
sped
Yeah.
up
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
communication.
You're right.
So you
You're right.
could be communicating
Communicate the
information,
information. Yeah. Yeah. I
music,
got you.
whatever. What this AI thing has done is sped up knowledge because primarily you use it for knowledge. Even if
True.
you going because you can do a chat for 200 years and tell you how to cure cancer and then you go to bed. So it doesn't speed up execution.
It
so
could speed up execution. When I say it can speed up execution, it of not really coming up with your own stuff. It's like, let me put in a question and give me this. I executed getting the information. Boom,
Oh well,
done.
yeah, yeah. Well,
That's the point
that's
I'm
what I'm
making.
saying. That's why I'm saying speed up knowledge because now we
Okay.
don't have to go to Encyclopedia Britannica or something like
Or
that. You
or the
just
library and look up
yeah,
some
we
stuff.
can do this, and not only that, the further you get into it, you can deep dive into things with less effort. And we just at the beginning of that, but now with the agents and the AI workers and things like that, this is the next step where execution actually is starting to take place. But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know the basics of using it for knowledge, you're gonna get left behind. And then what's
Mm-hmm.
happening is that these things are changing daily, and you're gonna get blown out the water. You're gonna get left behind. So I'm just saying, I just started with the events because that's my personal thing. But it's saying like, look, the business world is speeding up. It's speeding up every week. It speeds up 10x, 5x, 3. Like it's going crazy. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
here. But then I see in such arenas that we still doing stuff like we did in the 90s, just faster. We're doing the same things faster. Like that's it. Like
True.
what are we doing? And that was my thing. I'm being very reserved with what I would really say, but I'm just saying that
Hey man, so this is a place where we could just iron out, thoughts. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just a thought.
You know.
It's a mid season thought. But no, I've had debates. Like I had debates, with my pops about some of this stuff too. Like, look, man, but because he works with people that all of a sudden they all of them got Facebook and all that, but then all of a sudden when it's time to upload a document to a portal, they not good with technology. And he like these people, I'm like they good with it. What you mean? They're like they all got that. You know what I'm saying? And then ACH charges and stuff. I'm like they getting their social security. They no one gets social security checks no more. They get the stuff in there. No one goes to the light department, the water department, the gas department to pay their bills. Everybody pay them online. So now all of a sudden, when we want to get paid online, oh, I can't make this work. Yeah, whatever. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, and these aren't all people that are seniors. And I'm like, oh, really? This is what I'm trying to say. So I have a little bit of that under there. So it makes me wonder what is being shared out here because we got these zombies, and I'm getting a little, I'm getting a little tight about the zombies, man. Everybody's just we got information going all over the place. Oh, I'm about to ramp up, but information all over the place. But then when people take a break from buffoonery, they start talking about social issues for this long, and then go back and say, I'm like, so I guess to me, I'm like, yo, I'm tired of that, man. Look, like no one's taking this technology and all this stuff and applying it to situations to grow, to move something forward. It's like we take the technology to go complain about something, then go back to mind numbing situations. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just saying. And it's fine. You do that. But don't talk to me about the other situation then. Just keep me with the buffoonery. I don't want to hear about that. Just you talk to me about buffoonery because that's what you want.
Right, right,
That's what I'm saying. Like
right.
just I mean, you just think about the number of things, and it's people are fatigued. People are not feeling well right now. They're very just in mood wise. So the weather is help. The weather breaks, and then a war starts. That's lovely. Everything is the weather got good. It was like 2 days. Hey, yeah, great. Yeah, yeah. Gas. It's almost like everybody was waiting for the news to say that the gas would go up so they could raise the gas prices. Because they were cool for today. They were like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, boom. Then it went up. But I know it has
Mm-hmm.
supply chain, but look, we all know it's anyway. But I'm just saying, man, we got a lot of people out here, and I'll
Well, we just got to make sure we put that raise our staff so they can find us
well,
for the
absolutely.
ones that want the help, man.
Yeah, well,
The
that's
ones
why
that's
I'm
really,
talking crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
for the
why I'm
ones
talking crazy.
that really about it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Um,
and that's where we getting at for the remainder. So now I've said the bland ridiculousness is always about that. It's like, where do you start? Where do you start? That's the thing. I think it's for a lot of people. Where do you start? Where do you start trying to tackle any project?
right.
I mean, we talk about businesses here. You want to start a business, you're an entrepreneur, you want to start a business. Okay. There's 101 Dalmatians worth of gurus. A lot of gurus out here too. Yeah, the gurus that'll tell you, well, you should do this, you should do that, you should do whatever. One thing is to remember, the one thing to remember is if it's going to be your business, there's very little that someone can tell you to do. You see, I mean, because it's going to be your business. It's not yours and theirs, yours sponsored by them. None of that. I mean, unless they're investing, that's a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of gurus, man, a lot of gurus. It's a lot of gurus that you never
Yeah, they
know.
coming out the woodworks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's they gurus.
So you
It's
got to
people.
carve out your part of them. You got to carve out your part of the market.
Oh yeah, well the light will shine and the people will come, but you gotta fight the suckers. That's what staying sucker free is about. That not directly. It's not about stopping the suckers because it's unlimited supply of suckers. You ain't gotta worry about that. But it's about starting to shield the world from the suckerism that is the start. And that this is not that you were in a sucker event, but I'm saying that's one of the things you do. See, you drop you put the little color in the ointment to make them to say, wait a minute, I ain't never thought about that. I mean, I do it too. I mean, that's what it is. They like, oh, so now, and it's so opposite of what they're hearing, just in terms of structure and concept. I need to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like getting unplugged from the matrix or something. Like and then they're all like, oh man, yo, we're gonna talk to him because everybody else is I mean, a lot of people speak like the equivalent of the adults in the peanuts. That's wong 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 wong. Yeah, be a millionaire. That'd be the end of all the wong 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 wong. In 6 months. Bubble womp 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 womp. AI womp 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 womp. Make you work less. That's pretty much what they say. They're like that. So that's and then I'm just tired of it. I know it ain't really got nothing to do with me, but I was just like, it's got to stop. Like we talked about other things before he got to start. That's another thing, man. There are no shortcuts, my people.
And that's the bluff.
Yeah, that's the bluff. Ain't no shortcut.
That's the
Yeah,
bluff.
that's
It
the real bluff. They bluffing you with the one. But the fact is, there
ain't
are
no
no
shortcut.
shortcuts. You can buy every AI agent you want on this planet, put them all, deploy them, which is something you have to do. Program them, say set it and forget it, and you gonna wake up as broke as you were when you went to sleep. Trust me, it's not like that. And it's everything. Everybody want Kool-Aid. Just add water and sugar. A little ice if you're into that. You know, sometimes you mix flavors. You might put orange slice in there or something. You might put some Everclear in there. Or I don't know what you want, right?
Mm.
So no, it's just things that come to me, and I'm like, man, but we're different. That's right, we're different. There's evidence of this ridiculousness that I say now and then. I mean, it's just all about implementation, and I feel like there is a huge, huge, huge opportunity for people to make change through their businesses. That's what I'm saying. It's a huge opportunity, but no one can actually tell you exactly what to do. They can guide you on how to do it, get there, things like that. So at some point, you got to get back to the you. It's the you is your purpose. So what you
There's a
want,
book called You too, by the way.
that is true. The book is you. But you got to get back to it. You have to get to, because it's something that people. It's just people not telling people this stuff. People sitting around here telling you. So I could take any subject, just like when people come with tax questions, and that start with if I dot 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 dot. Okay, if you. Well, the subject and the subject and the focus of this sentence is what you're about to do, but you're about to ask me if you should do it based on the tax code.
Or what somebody told them, or what they read online, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to answer you based on tax code. I ain't
No,
got no.
I'm just. I mean, I'm talking about from their perspective, their question.
Well, no. I was just saying with the question of if should I do this?
I got
Should
you.
I? I just got one other day. Should I cash out my 401k?
Right,
And they ain't nowhere near 59 and a half.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So and that's advice. That's an advisory question.
right.
But that one's simple. But there's a lot of times people try to make business. First of all, they try to do business via the tax code, which that's ridiculous too. But it's people, they not sure of themselves, but not in the way that, generally speaking, they don't know. They ask a lot of external questions for their internal situation where they have to be the decision maker. And
I agree
so
with that.
so I'm saying that you go to these things, whether it's mentor events or something like that, people talking, yapping about how great they are or whatever, something like that. The gap is there. The gap isn't bridged. You know, there has to be something to bridge the gap so that you have confidence in your own decision making and have a confidence to say, I'm gonna seek advice, because smart, wise people seek advice. But you sitting here and you got a way to kind of synthesize that for what you know is best, for saying, okay, this is where I'm going. This is where I am. I think I'm gonna go that way, but let me talk to them. They might have went that way already. They can tell me. Let me tell them
Hmm.
they went on a similar way. Talk to that person because they said I'm never going that way, but it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. The sophistication of what happens that I don't know what people being taught right now. That's all I'm saying. I
I
just
mean, we see it on the business side, on the operational execution side too, where there are these pain points, these challenges, and when the solution is there now, it's like, I gotta pay money, and I think it's the commitment and then pay money to get it resolved. You mean I can get time back if I do that?
Yeah, but
And you what you saying is if I do this and that can actually happen. I don't
yeah,
want to do it, right?
yeah,
And
because of the
so,
money. Usually because of the money.
well, I would say initially it might because it ain't a lot of money if you really think about it, right? Think about how much money you're losing by not taking action, right? But I think when it comes to this is the slow burn what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It's the commit. I think it's the commitment aspect because in order for you to have the implementation means growth. Implementation means furthering your understanding and knowledge of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that slow burn is like, can I handle the slow burn? Am I committed to handling the slow burn and do what it takes, or do I go out here and find a patch so I
Mm-hmm.
can patch it up because there's other people in the world patching it up too.
Okay, but you sparked the comment for me though. But I get that. Not in response, but you said something in there that was very important. That how many people really want to grow? I mean, that just straight up. It's just like in football. Like there's 5 teams really trying to win the Super Bowl every year. People, your team ain't trying to do it. Yeah, they go in August. They gonna tell you, oh yeah, we got a chance. We good. But there's 5 teams organizationally that are really trying to win the Super Bowl. All
Right.
right, that's what's happening. How many people can run around and tell you, I'm trying to grow my business? Because even the way people say it, they say it so fast. I'm trying to grow my business. What grow it to what?
But before you can grow your business, you got to do the most ultimate thing is grow yourself.
Yeah. Well, you
And
got to
I think
stay
that's
rooted.
what we're saying. That's the whole piece, right? And people want to circumvent growing yourself, and that's the slow burn.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the cinders in the slow burn. That's one of them.
Yeah.
It's it goes on. What do you? Because there has to be some expectation from the individual. What do you expect out of this? What do you want from this? What is it? What are you trying to achieve? Not me sitting or anyone sitting in front of a class telling you what you could achieve. What do you want to achieve? Man, that's number one. That's what's up. That's the beginning and the end. I mean, it just is. We people have elaborate business plans, and what's that deck cap decks, and they have all this stuff.
You don't talk about the cap decks, man.
I'm just saying,
I like cap decks though. I like
yeah,
cap.
yeah, but they're a lot. But this is what I'm saying. It's just like, hey, these are business plans. Like you just said with AI, we can get this stuff. We can do 10 of them before we finish this show right now.
Mm-hmm.
What they mean. So they got to mean something to people. That's why I was like, people have other people write their business plan for them. Like, how? You know,
It's a
this,
slow burn.
yeah, I'm like, well, first of all, you gotta like yourself. You can't outsource the slow burn.
No,
You can't
no.
outsource it. It has to be you, and it has to be there. It has to be a vision. It has to be an idea that you share first with yourself and anybody else that's around you. So, and that's off top. That's the first part of the burn,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I see. I think to summarize, that's what I see that. Well, I mean, that's why well, that's the opportunity. I guess we'll say because everything is we could put together we could put together a publishing company, publicist, PR firm, all that with like 3 prompts. We could have those 2 different companies together, fully loaded, website, the whole nine, everything, beautiful pictures, really the whole thing. What does it mean? Everyone can do that now. So what makes you different, and what makes you really going to succeed? What does success look like for you? Not for getting an award, for you. What does it mean for you? I don't know. Don't hear that a lot. All right, granted, I ain't out there like that. But when I do peek, peek my head
When I
up,
do, I drink, whatever. We won't say the name because we ain't getting paid for it. But
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I only and when I poke the head up and I'm like, okay, so what's up? I feel like that's no people are not being challenged with this stuff. That might be it. Took the whole show to get people are not being challenged. And I'm not, I'm
well,
not,
or are they being challenged and they're not? It's like when you pitch and you're trying to sell something. They usually say it takes 7 to 9 no's before you get a yes, right?
yeah,
Um, um, maybe they get to the first no within themselves and then move away. Because I do see that the people, a lot of the people that are providing information or doing these events are trying to at least move the needle, help people move the needle. And again, it comes back, say, to your point. Is it not that they're not being challenged, or is it they're not accepting their own challenge?
well, I'm saying that they're not being challenged to do the things that we say. So in essence, all right, the times I speak, I speak the way I speak, people, the way I am, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Why? The reason I'm not gonna lie to you is not because I'm trying to deter people from taking on entrepreneurship. That's the furthest thing from the truth. It's the exact opposite. But I tell the truth because I have separated everybody that has an EIN and LLC ain't no entrepreneur to me.
Yeah,
Everybody that got a business bank account don't have no business.
right.
And I'm not saying that like in a flighty way, like, oh, you don't have. No, they don't. They don't. Because they won't want to do the things it takes to be considered an entrepreneur. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
There's no curriculum for saying you're an entrepreneur.
right.
It's none of that. There's no credential. But so people name themselves entrepreneurs on Tuesday, and then they be something else on Thursday. They trying to find it. So what I say by challenge is maybe it's not them challenge, it's us the purveyors of information saying, putting some discernment before giving them the title. You say, because some people have jobs wrapped around, with stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad because we got clients like that. Some people have jobs with an escort wrapped around it. That's what they got. It's cool. But my conversation with you is limited compared to somebody that's doing something. I have this growth thing. I'm trying to do this and do that. I think that may be really what I'm trying to say because I'm waking up now at the end of the show. That that we the content, the things that are coming out are just so we just place this stuff on people, and that's where the sucker communication comes because it ain't for everybody. So what I'm saying is not going back from you trying to grow. It's saying, are you really trying to do what you say you are? CEO of one. Do you really want to be a CEO? Or you just want to get in at the parties on the cut line or something? Like, I don't know what make you a CEO. Like, I don't get it. That's just, I'm in that season right now where I'm challenging, right? Like, okay, that's so, and it's not the people are brilliant. I mean, it's not like these people, but they're so misguided. And so it's like, and I really CEO one kind of we need to investigate if this is a uh cultural thing. It's possible. That's the
Well,
thing. It's
well, if we
you,
94 to 96% on the books,
Yeah, I guess so. There you go.
are sole proprietors. Like
Yep, that answers the
we
question.
don't even got to go no further,
Yeah. So
right?
there
And
you
then
go. Yep, answer my own question.
you
Yep.
know, and then 85% of those small sole proprietor businesses fail within 3 to 5 years. Probably more so. I would say probably more so to the 3 year mark now,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? And so if we and that's what's recorded. We're
Yeah.
not talking about the people that don't record anything, because
Yeah.
if it's not written down, it doesn't exist
Doesn't exist.
per
So
se, right?
yeah.
So just looking at that data, and that data heavily comes from those that report their income,
Yeah.
right?
The
So
SBA number is an SBA number. They got
so it's yeah, so it's I mean, you can't get away from it.
yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm the CEO. I love that one. So, hi, I'm the CEO. And the best is when you got like 3 titles and you don't even have no contractors. I'm the CEO, president, and chief or whatever. Like it's you. Just be like, look, yo, this me.
We'll let the people have it. It's okay.
No, but no, see, that's what I'm talking about. The people done had it. It's time to change it.
We'll let them have it, man.
Listen, I'm telling you, I don't mean no harm, but look,
Yeah, we let them have. Look, it's just you got to just rise to that title. I mean, for me, titles. I mean, I'm not a
but why choose that?
because again, we dealing with mass media. We dealing with the trends. We dealing with the what people what because what we're packed people, right? So there's a lot of people that want to be. They want to feel important. They want to fit in. They want to be a part of something. So, my good friend over here is a CEO. I'm gonna be a CEO too.
Oh
And you know what I
man,
mean? Like, there's a group of us that are all CEOs of our own things instead of us just having one organization and we put our strengths into doing that.
there you
Or you have a lane, I have a lane, the other person have a lane, and even though we have a lane, we're still a conglomerate of a one source, and we go out and do what we need to do. Makes sense. So if you're gonna put a title on it, then you just gotta raise yourself to the name of the title and be about it. Other than that, the title don't you can't take off 6 months and travel around on no title.
why? Their CEOs do it. The big time CEOs do it.
Yeah.
They making
And not
63.
and but watch this. 9 times out of 10, the ones that are making that kind of coin and can take off 6 months and travel, they don't even want nobody to know they're a CEO.
That's true too. I mean, except for the public disclosure that they have to make. But yeah, see
Yeah,
you
them
you
jokers like yo, close that CEO thing. Oh, I don't even want nobody to know I'm a
yeah,
CEO.
especially when they in public. They don't want people breathing that down their neck.
Yeah, but there are those that go in public like, yeah, I'm a CEO.
I know.
Right. So I mean, so to each his own, right? Like no judgment there. But don't let the title to what you're saying. Don't let the title deter you from the work that needs to be done so you can be that instead of calling yourself that, because there's a difference.
I'm with it. I'm with you. See, you took it. You took it there. Punchline. You got the punchline. There it is. What you said right there. That is like. There's another one of the references. That's why certain neighborhoods have churches on every corner. Is
And liquor stores.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Ain't nobody. We all know who the liquor store ain't owned by the community. so,
That's the truth too.
yeah, so what I'm saying is that the concept is an individualistic concept. It's a look at me concept. I'm the this. I'm the that. I had another and since we in OT, I had another convo. I was actually talking to Tanya about this, and a lot of people, a lot of people are doing things from because of this Etsy thing and Spotify and all that. And they making fragrances, making oils, doing body butters, doing all this stuff. And I said, you know what? I wonder if any. Okay, I know no one asked, but I said, what about someone that could basically create the production line for that for these smaller vendors, so that they can still be handmade or something like that, but they manufacture for 2, 3 lines now, and then then we have another company handle the logistics, oversee the logistics of that to get to market. So instead, and so it's not saying that you don't have your own company. You do your brand like this, that your formula stays separate. But like we need to work on that. With a lot of these things, I said it with T-shirts and stuff, like stuff that the community buys, even in a small scale. But I think
You,
like this. I don't know,
you
man.
just gave me an idea. I'm writing down over here.
Okay, good. But I'm saying that the getting up the chain, up the line from the retail aspect back where possible, where because of this information and technology uh, that we have, conceptually do it. Now you got a B2B situation. You dealing with business to business, and that person would be dealing business to business, and
Mm-hmm.
could have multiple people, different lines, do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Mm-hmm.
But we are stuck. We're stuck in situations. A lot of our people are stuck in situations of, well, I got to go grind this out one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Instead of because this entity could set manufacturing, could set marketing, and set distribution. And then when you know what you got, then you got a company. So all your great ideas, that's fine. Now, not only this is people come with great ideas on, you get there. But what do I know? All right. So now, sun just came back out. It's 12:02. We took a little while for us to get warmed up this morning, but I mean, I just look at all this stuff, because we're so open in media. I mean, there's all these places, but it's the focus is always on the creator, not the thing that will last when the creator comes and goes. And I mean, my calling is not to do all this stuff. That's why I'm saying it free. I'm not like, ooh, someone might take my idea because they not. That's like it was there's people way smarter than me that had to think about this. But a lot of times they're smarter than me, but their upbringing is corporate. So they, for them it couldn't scale. I this couldn't scale. Nah, I can't raise money for this because they used to seeing something with 7,
Mm-hmm.
8, 9 zeros, because
Mm-hmm.
in their job.
Right.
But I'm like, can you raise $250,000 to try to do this thing? If these things in fact sell like that, and you got manufacturing, whatever, we cutting it up, boom. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm weird or something. I don't know, but something to think about.
It is.
Something a little bit different.
It is.
Definitely.
It is. Go anyway, people. Go read the One Thing by Gary Keller. Go read that book.
Yeah, it's a pretty good book.
Pretty
Pretty
good book.
pretty good. Keep things
Yeah,
to one
pretty good
thing,
book.
and you be good. So, when's your next episode coming out?
It's coming out the 12th at
12.
12:30.
At 12. Wait, you doing it live, or you doing it?
Live, bro. Live.
Wait, yeah, you gotta talk about that. Wait, when is it?
KWK Conversations with Core, my co-host Tafari Solutions. On the 12th, Thursday the 12th at 12:30, we will be going live on YouTube. Biz
What?
Therapy Coaching YouTube page.
What can they expect?
Real conversation, man. This is the backyard talk.
Okay.
The nightly walk talk.
Okay.
The WTFs talk.
Okay. All
Right
right.
on life and business alike because they are not separate. They are the same. And they're more so the same for they're the same for everyone. But the one thing that we do know, the reality of life is that in certain communities, our communities, underutilized businesses, underutilized individuals, it's all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't make it about the money. We got to make it about ourselves and the energy and the commitments that we bring in order for us to achieve those goals and be able to weed through a lot of the noise that's happening and to stay creative. So KWK, we talk about a bunch of different things. We we peel it back a little bit more, man. And so yeah, Thursday the 12th, 12:30. Um,
Boy, live audience.
will be live in effect,
Bring your
man.
lunch. Just bring your lunch and watch.
Get your peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you're not allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah, especially with the upcoming gas prices and well, anyway, we
We
ain't.
might
We'll
as
talk.
well, yeah, we be, I guess we'll be all right on it. Listen, man.
I'm gonna be
So
all right.
higher gas prices, less driving. That means more implementation, more burn time.
That's why I said I don't go nowhere anyway, so
Simple, man.
doesn't bother me. So yeah.
Yeah.
So till next time, people. Thanks for logging in. We'll see you.
Peace.
Peace out.